exactly multicultural what we are discussing. Many Japanese companies go, even if he can speak English, but they go outside Japan and dealing business with Vietnamese people, Vietnam government people, and they try to prepare detailed contract in Japan, bring to Vietnam. They
Right.
start to negotiate based upon their technological issues, everything else. But some of those Vietnamese people, they cannot agree with it, but they cannot negotiate for those content. This is, I think, what we need to understand the reason why we need to negotiate with
Right.
those people. Otherwise, we cannot get job from them.
Right. You can't get a job. So because like if you have set everything in stone, if you had your delivery terms, your price, your warranty conditions, if you put everything already fixed in with a lot of detail, we want this, and that, and then we will give you a fair price. There is no room to negotiate, even about the specifications. We cannot negotiate
Okay, one
because
example, Takashi's friend, he is developing highway construction project, and he explained me that Australian, they can propose a bridge in the highway,
mm,
but Japanese company, they never do that because no cost of competitive, no cost of
right.
competitiveness, because even if they're going to propose the proposal, the proposal will going to be defeated because of competitors,
Mm,
price and technology. The Japanese company, they are not, they do not compromise the
exactly.
level of IT quality and price and everything else. So
Right.
they retreated everything from highway construction and making bridge and everything else. And bullet train the same, bullet train the
Because
same. So this
they
is,
cannot
I think,
compromise on the technology.
I think we have a Japanese company. Okay, my understanding, Japanese company has lots of opportunity to develop project in Asia Pacific, but they will not, and the majority of the project they retreated. So this is, I think, we need to consider for negotiation. Behind the negotiation, we have need to change our cultural attitude or our concept of IT technology or quality and so forth. Not only negotiation. For negotiation, we need to consider a kind of huge background, Japanese conservative, or they request for more higher level of quality and so forth. These sort of things we need to consider. This is my
Mm.
observation in the past couple of months.
So it's actually developing the ability to listen without prejudice, to actually try to understand what the other side would like out of this deal without thinking about yourself immediately. Well, you should put yourself also in that equation, of course, but
Yeah, okay. This, but my
negotiations.
question is, why they do not understand the counterpart opinion and customers propose customers request? Why they do not accept their request
Conservatism. Conservatism. They are
before
they're very,
negotiation? Okay, go ahead.
I mean, conservatism because actually um, they feel uneasy. They're running risks. Therefore, they are thinking about the entire deal in great detail before they even enter negotiation, so that they will not make the mistake of making compromises that they will later regret. So that seems to be there is so much internal negotiation that precedes the actual negotiation that there's very little room for compromise with the counterpart. That will completely cloud your ability to actually listen and engage and try to find what the interests of your other sides are. The other side are. That means that you will also not, if you cannot listen to somebody, if you cannot actually listen and try to improve the deal from only from your perspective, but you're also not capable of actually listening to the other side, then what does it make the other side feel? That they are not important? They are going to be a customer at the show. You're going to do business with them. You're going to develop a business relationship that in some cases lasts years. If they are not even prepared to listen when we are discussing a construction of a road, which could cost billions of dollars, if they're not even prepared to listen during construction, how does it make the other side feel? They don't feel respected. They don't feel that their interest is at the heart of the Japanese delegation. Hence, they don't want to do business with them. They feel they have a clear feeling like, okay, these people are not sincere. They are not interested in what that purchase means to us. They are not listening to us. They're not willing to carefully consider how to meet our needs. So there is a very big chance that they will meet with another supplier, for example, the Chinese, who will listen very carefully, and it will make them a great offer that may be actually not so beneficial to them because the quality of the work might be less. I'm not saying that it is, but it might be less, or other colors might be less. But people are people. So if you don't make them feel respected, if you don't make them feel at ease during the negotiation, they will not forgive you, and they will not do a deal with you. No matter what, they will find something that will decide in favor of the other delegation. So
Okay, not all company, listen to the customer need requirement. Some Japanese company understand what they need, and then I asked the guy just whom I mentioned, what other? He said, no, more problem we have. He said, what kind of problem do you have? Okay, even if Japanese company are willing to accept more lower quality, more downgrade technology to implement for Vietnamese people in requirement, but he can't do that. Why? Because this Japanese company cannot do it by themselves, neglecting the other Japanese same construction companies or associations, sort of things. They against this company's proposal. He cannot propose that company itself cannot make decision by themselves. He needs to recognize the other competitors, like a kind of standard or kind of hurdle. So or lower grade or lower technology, they cannot do it because of the Japanese society never allow them to do that. Sort of in a conservative environment we have, he said.
So they work in a consortium, is what you're saying? They work.
He want to propose bridge in Vietnam, compete against the Australian company, and he tried to more downgrade, and the bridge cannot sustain for 30 years, 10 years enough to sustain their quality, but he cannot do it because of Japanese society or industry or industry colleague or competitors. They never allow him to do that. Right. Or some cases, government never allow them to do that.
They are not the only contractor in that deal, so that there are subcontractors or suppliers or well, I mean, it's not signed by a single Japanese company, but by multiple companies.
They force them to the level of quality. So this is Japanese, kind of village, society, very conservative. So your company, you cannot do it everything outside Japan. You cannot do it. You need to keep our Japanese standard and Japanese rule, level of quality, everything else.
But how come that a culture that is so famous for omotenashi, that is so famous about service and customer orientation, is so little customer oriented when it comes to dealing with foreigners?
Okay, this is the issues. Customer oriented, what this means? Omotenashi means not customer oriented. From our side. Don't forget.
Thank you.
overseas people do for many Chinese people. I don't expect so much omotenashi. No, thank you. Give me more cheaper price. Okay,
Right.
Japanese. No. I can't do that. We need to 100 yen for this piece, not 20 yen. I can provide you, but we cannot because of this Japanese society, Japanese standard. This is a. I think this one is a huge obstacle to dealing with overseas people.
Agree.
Before negotiation, like just Vietnamese company asked us to make a bleach, with, 20 million US dollars bleach, and Australian people offer 8 million bleach, but Japanese offer 30 million US dollars for bleach. So no competitive.
Right.
How do you think about this? It's very difficult to overcome this obstacle.
Right, but on the other side, there are also situations where Japan is engaging in construction work contracts. Usually, they are JICA sponsored. That might explain part of it. And whatever is offered is actually in collaboration with the Japanese side, but the customer side is usually not heard. I think that those contracts, even though there is government money involved, okay, the recipient country says, okay, well, if we don't have to pay the full price, or maybe only part of the price, or maybe not at all, why don't we just take this deal and receive it from the donor country? I saw that also happen in Africa a lot. So they just accept the deal, the offer, and say, okay, well, you bring it here, and we will see whether we use it or not, or whether we will maintain it or not, whether it is useful or not. So you can feel like, okay, so we're doing here, we're doing there, we're having a contract here, but why do we actually engage with these in these kinds of deals? That the objective is to actually get a foothold in this country, not only to do that project, but also to extend our base in this country, to build up relationships with others. But the actual process, okay, so this is our offer. You don't have any say in it, so because we want to give it to you like that. And on our terms, on our conditions, you're not creating any relationship, you're not creating any goodwill, any friendship, any respect by doing that. It's basically, okay, so they want to give it to us, okay, then that's fine. But you're not treating them as customers, you're not treating them that they actually win something. You're treating them more like, okay, they should be grateful because we are offering this product or this service to them for a heavily discounted or even free. It doesn't give the other side a very good feeling. So it is, in my opinion, a waste of money, a waste of effort, because simply we are not prepared. And I call it negotiation all this time, but actually what I'm saying is that we should treat the other side as equal partners in a long-term relationship, where we should have the courtesy to at least listen to what they want.
But they do not listen.
No.
So what are we going to do? What kind of solution we try to provide for Japanese company? Just a major issues. This is otherwise Japanese company cannot go outside Japan to deal in business for wider perspective, wider area to deal in business. Japanese focus on very narrow, just sort of IT technology or system development or some specific vehicle components and IT and AI and very narrow aspects they can deal with business overseas people because of cost competitiveness or price negotiation. But Japanese can deliver any kind of product overseas if they know how to negotiate outside people. Okay,
Yeah.
just quality guarantee only the 3 years instead of 30 years. Right? These sort of things, I think we need to change their mind, our mind.
Right. Well, I think that really,
How do you think? Yeah, this is
to me.
yeah.
To me, it seems so easy that okay, so without try to engage the counterpart, without preconceived notions, without all kinds of assumptions, without all kinds of like risk and assessment, but just try to feel them out and say, okay, so what do these people actually want? What can I do for you? This is a very common human trait that I don't really understand. What are we so afraid of?